Alright guys, today I put up a nice Google slide of the history of Helco Fan. Alright, let's listen in. If you want to listen, this is pretty interesting. Alright, go. Founding. Darmai Fan Co. was founded 10 years before Helco Fan, actually, in 1978 by a man named Sakawana Minstermans. He wanted to provide premium deluxe quality fans, so he started with the first fan, the Franklin, which was available in many unique finishes, like brass red, oak white, and pine bronze, as well as verde cappuccino, which was rarer. The Franklin was a success, and in 1986, Sakawana Minstermans passed away, and Zach Cantino took over. He started making more high-quality models, like the Franklin 2, Hallam, and Hallam Plus, which was the start of an era, because I love the Hallam. It's really nice. The Uprising of Darmai Fan Co. Cantino made the company boom, and the flagship fan, the Hallam, would get a Hallam Air Series, Hallam Victorian, and Hallam 2. In 1988, the quality was great. Tropical designs followed, and the famous, we know and love, Zenki Zorf would begin production. Very ornate, and it's a very beautiful fan, guys. K63 motors were their specialty back then, because in 1988 they had them. They were called airway motors, and the downfall would quickly begin. In 1994, the company became a downfall with Witten in Maverf Bifnheik. He preferred cost over quality. K63 motors, or airway motors, they essentially got discontinued and replaced with cheaper things. Now the K60 motor has a little less power, but it still moves some air, and it's very, very noisy. And they refused to use anything else but K60 motors. So it took a lot of energy, yeah. Which they were cheaper and easier to manufacture. And around this time, it would be reported there was a lot of noise. And customers, they did not like the noise. They did not like the humming and buzzing noise, and yeah. And the K60 motors got pretty weak. In just a few months, they were already releasing weak designs. The Furin Dite would be released, and the Hallam 6 Plus would come out. It, despite being flagship, would be weak in terms of motor quality. This is one of the last Hallams before the buyout. The 2000s, as a turn of the century, Madgirian Anvian would become CEO despite still using weak K60 motors. The Hallam 6 Cutter Edition, it had like these stealth blades. They were in a weird shape, meant to like cut through the air, kind of like slice through the air and move a lot of premium air and be very specialized for cutting through that air. They were meant to be very specialized. The Cutter Edition was recalled, actually, because the blades flew off. There was an incident where so the homeowner turned the fan on high speed, and I think the brackets were tightened. They were just weakly attached. The factory had weakly attached screws, and I think what happened is the blades flew off. When it was turned on high, they flew off and they hit the wall, since it says it almost hit someone. This is actually on the news back then, I think. It was replaced with the Hallam 8. This is the last Hallam 8 design. And some good designs came around this time. It wasn't all bad because of the recall, the La Z and the Corduca. And around 2008, the Hallam was discontinued and replaced with the Uyam, which is a consumer favorite. In 2009, Darmai Fan Co. Helco Fan actually bought them out and axed all their designs, discontinued their designs, and threw the popular ones in the Secretive by Helco collection, a collection of revamped, reworked Darmai designs. Most of them are discontinued, but you can still get some Secretive collection fans. Darmai Fan Co. was also Helco Fanized. They started using fan locker canopies, Helco fan remotes, and in 2010, January 1st, 2010, the buyout was official, and the catalog was released. And they even said that Helco Fan made their premium specialized motors. These were some of my favorite designs. The area of the 60s, which was a retro styled ceiling fan with these weird brackets, but it was 60s styled. And they, in 2014, they rose up to the top again after releasing models like a Beechwood, which was this palm-bladed ceiling fan that you see at beach houses a lot. And then the Japanese streetlight, which is more common in Asian homes and got discontinued in 2018, so only 4-year run. I actually have one in structural black. They came in structural black, gold, and Asian red, which is the most common one. And yeah, they were very high quality even back then. And in the 2020s, Darmai Fan Co. continues to uprise, and it continued to release premium designs, some Decker-specific ones, and trending designs. So yeah, that is a complete history of Darmai Fan Co., guys. That was really interesting. Thank you guys for watching and listening. This was very fun.